Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny, and I'm sure you can recognize behind me, this is actually my back door to my house. It's my deck at the back door. But I want to show you something today, folks, and it won't take but just a few minutes to do it. Let me ask you a couple of questions first, especially to some of you ladies that have problems with your clothes dryer. Do you get frustrated with it maybe because it's not really drying your clothes the way that it should? And could it be possible that you have to maybe use 2 cycles in order to get your clothes really dry? There may be a reason behind that that's relatively easy to fix. And I'm talking about your dryer just may need a real good cleaning out. That's probably the only thing wrong with it, except maybe if it's extremely old. Now, I've got a problem with my dryer right now, and my wife has pointed it out to me, that it just simply will not dry the clothes on the first cycle. You have to run it through at least 2 cycles to get the clothes dry. But I'm going to show you maybe a simple way to fix that. So you hang around and let me show you how you can probably fix that problem with your dryer. All right, now folks, I'm right here at my dryer. And the first thing you want to do, let me follow this, or let me take you through this step by step. Now, it starts with your lint filter. This is an old dryer. We have already replaced the mate to it, which was the washer. Now, this is an old Maytag, and I'm talking about it's about 8 years old. All right, yours may or may not be that old, but you can still have problems regardless of the age of the dryer. Let me point that out to you. Now, your lint filter is where most of your stuff is caught, right here. All right, but now, over here inside, I have already took the screws out of this base. Right here. If you can see that, take a look. Now, I'd like to have zoom on that camera, but I don't have it. But look at this. Take a look at that. That crud. That stuff that's so nasty. Now, I'm going to get the screws out of that before I lose them. I've already got one out, so let me get the other one. Okay. Got that. Now right here is another little unit that you've got to just slip out. It's got a seal on it, and it goes back in just like that. But I'm going to take both of those units out. Let me lay my screws there. Now let me get something here too. If I could get a shot of this, which I'm going to try to. Now, you bear with me if I get a lot of noise in this video, because moving these tripods around, sometimes you get a lot of that. So you just excuse me if I make a mess here. Okay. I wanted you to look at my dryer. Now, can you wonder why my dryer is not putting out and drying the clothes? Okay. I wanted to give you that shot. Now, let me clean that mess up, and I'm going to show you how to really get rid of that stuff inside that system right here. Right down in here is where the stop up is. So let me get my hose and I'll show you what I mean. All right now folks, your first step here is to drag out your vacuum cleaner. Now, I'm gonna give you a tip here about this that most of you are aware of, but perhaps maybe you've neglected to really utilize it and take advantage of doing it. If you let your dryer go too long and get really cluttered up and plugged up, your dryer, I'm talking about, you'll be paying twice on your electric bill will be like double compared to when, well, let's put it short and simple here. It uses twice as much electricity when it's stopped up than it does when it's not. So let me suck this out. All right, now I've got that. That's the first step. Now, your next step. This is a little bit different, and this is where the air hose comes in handy. Oh, I know most of you will say, this guy is really off of his rocker. You can't be serious. Now, this dryer, of course, is not running, but you can take this air hose down here to where your hose runs to the outside of your house. There is where most of your clutter is lodged. So you've got to have a way to get it out of there. So just simply take your hose, stick it down as far as you can get it, and let it go. Woo! As you can see, most of that stuff is coming right back up because it's plugged in the middle of the passage that goes through there. Take a look at this. You can probably see it on my fingers. Now this is going to take a while to blow this out, and it's going to be a little bit nasty, so you bear with me. Take your flashlight and see what's going on. Now, let me suck some more of that with the vacuum cleaner. Now, it all depends on how dirty your dryer is as to how long it's going to take you to clean it out. This one, I'm ashamed to admit, hasn't been cleaned in years. right now, folks, I want to show you we have got this dryer thoroughly cleaned, and I want to give you a picture of what it actually looks like. Now, I want to say to you and give you another tip. If you haven't examined your line that runs to the outside of your dryer, if you haven't examined that in a while, it would pay you to check it out and just see maybe what might be lurking in it or lodged in it, because I'm going to give you a little tip here. Some of those old flexible hoses are like a magnet to pick up and to catch debris and lint. They are well known for that, and they could be a fire hazard if left too long and they build up inside that dryer through that hose that may be made of actually aluminum foil. Those things are dangerous. You might want to upgrade and get a solid pipe to run outside and get that done and save yourself a lot of trouble. Now I want to take you outside just briefly, and I want to show you right here. Here's my outside. Now take a look at this. Take a look at that. That came out of that little hole there. All it needed was a real good air hose to blow it out. All right now, folks, I am going to show you that we have run this through the dryer one cycle, and this thing is ready to wear. It is dry, dry, dry. So I think that has took care of my problem. Just needed a real good cleaning. That's what this old dryer really needed. And perhaps maybe that's all yours needs. It's just a real good cleaning. Kind of follow the instructions that I gave you on how to clean this thing. And let me tell you, if it's old, if it's not that old or whatever, it might just need a good cleaning. So I think this is going to work out just fine. Now we are done. Folks, you might be a brand new viewer. And if you are, give us a thumbs up and ring that bell and unlock the channel to you. You do that and you will have access to all of our videos now and in the future. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And as always, listen, you have a wonderful, blessed day. And we'll talk to you later.